Archives of Prasar Bharati presents the timeless treasure of golden era.
Patna is one of the ancient cities of the subcontinent. It is believed that the town was founded by Ajatashatru some 500 years before Christ. At one time, it was known as Pataliputra. It is also believed that Kautilya wrote his celebrated work on the Arthashastra in this town. Patna was privileged by Guru Nanak Dev Ji's visit in 1504 during his sojourn in the East, and it became the main centre of the Sikh community in the East ever since Guru Har Gobind Ji's time. When Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji arrived at Patna, he stayed at Bhai Jaita's house, where Guru Nanak Dev too had stayed. Later, he shifted to the Haveli of Salas Rai, a jeweller by profession. It is here that Guru Gobind Singh Ji was born on the 7th day of the Poo in 1723 Bikrami, corresponding to 22nd December 1666. It is here that Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji had gifted a well to the people of Patna when he found they drew water even for drinking purposes from the Ganga. The well is named after Mata Gujri, the mother of Guru Gobind Singh Ji. However, there is a pulley for drawing water, which is served to pilgrims. It was here that the child Gobind broke the pitcher of the women who came in to draw water from his arrow, aiming at them playfully. The original building of the main Takht, Sri Patna Sahib, was destroyed in 1834 AD in an earthquake. It was the time when Maharaja Ranjit Singh ruled over the Punjab. Towards the close of his life, he had the building reconstructed, but the building was destroyed again. The present building, of which the foundation stone was laid on the 10th of November 1954, was constructed by the Chief Khalsa Diwan. The new building has 5 floors. The ground floor is called Bhaura and is said to be the place where Guru Gobind Singh Ji was born. Daily evening and morning prayers are done here, besides the display of a number of sacred articles associated with the life of Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji and Guru Gobind Singh Ji to the devotees. Amongst some of the relics displayed to the devotees are a pair of sandalwood slippers belonging to Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji and Guru Gobind Singh Ji, a dagger, a sword, a wooden comb belonging to Guru Gobind Singh Ji.
जो सदगुरु महाराज जी दस्तार ऊपर तुम्हारे ऊपर सामने सजाया करते सन। ये है चंदन का कंगा जिसे नाल सदगुरु महाराज जी केश साफ कराया करते सन। ये है खंजर दूसरा ਇਹਦਾ नाम बाग नखी। ये सदगुरु महाराज जी के कमल कसे का शस्त्र है। ये है कटार जो सदगुरु महाराज जी कमल कसे सजाया करते सन। ये है गुलेला जिसके नाल बाला बाल सदगुरु जी बाल स्थान की कराया करते सन। सामने माता गुजरी की भरपूर है। नगर निवासी गायना पूज दल परमासे दल के वापस करते नाम सदगुरु महाराज के पाल के से कड़े तोड़ देते हैं।
Hukumnama, written by Guru Tegh Bahadur, and a chola, or a cloth piece, of Sri Guru Gobind Singh Ji. There is also a picture of Guru Gobind Singh Ji, said to have been painted by an Italian artist at the instance of the Mughal king Bahadur Shah. The second floor is earmarked for uninterrupted reading of the Granth Sahib, and it is booked by devotees in a chain throughout the year. The third floor houses a museum where many paintings are on display featuring important events of Sikh history. The fourth floor is reserved for initiation with Amrit and also for Anand Karaj or wedding ceremonies. The fifth floor is a sort of storehouse for the old copies of the sacred books. Takht Sri Patna Sahib is said to have received formal recognition as an important seat of the Sikh laity when Guru Gobind Singh Ji gifted it one of the 4 copies of the Granth prepared at Damdama Sahib under his personal supervision. Gurudwara Bal Leela Maini Sangat. This is considered next in importance to Sri Hari Mandir Patna Sahib. It is called Gurudwara Bal Leela because it is associated with Guru Gobind Singh Ji's playfulness as a child. It stands at the site of the Fateh Chand Maini, whose wife was adopted by Guru Gobind Singh Ji as his mother. It is here that the child Gobind brought his playmates and where the Rani entertained them with roasted grams. Even today, the pilgrims visiting the Gurudwara are served either cooked or roasted gram as prasad.
ਸੋ ਮੇਰੇ ਜਿਹਾ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਹੀ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੋਰ ਕੋ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਤੇ ਹੋਰ ਹੀ ਸਾਦਾ ਬੋਲੋ ਸਤਨਾਮ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ
There is a karunda tree said to have sprouted from the datun or twig brush thrown away by the Guru after brushing and cleaning his teeth. The Gurudwara has been renovated recently, but the core building supported by pillars and arches remain intact. The Gurudwara has a number of articles belonging to the Guru. Some of these are a pair of velvet shoes which the Guru wore as a child, and a comb, a catapult, etc. Gurudwara Gobind Ghat, a cave-like shrine. At one time, it was situated on the banks of the river Ganga. The river having now receded, it is surrounded by wild shrubs and bushes. It is here that the child Guru Gobind Singh Ji came with his companions to play, and he lost his gold bangle in the Ganga. A Gurudwara is built at this site, which is managed by the administration of Takht Hari Mandir Sahib. Gurudwara Gai Ghat, situated in the Alamgarh area, close to the new bridge over the river Ganga. It is dedicated to Guru Nanak Dev Ji, who, during his visit to Patna, stayed here with Bhai Jaita, a pious man, confectioner by trade, who became the Guru's follower and later converted his house into a dharamshala. The congregation that gathered here came to be called Badi Sangat. Later, Salas Rai, a wealthy jeweler, became a convert and took the Guru to his own home, where too a small community of Sikh believers was formed into what was known as the Choti Sangat. Two relics are preserved here, as Rabab claimed to be once Bhai Mardana, and a stone called Mata Gujari's grindstone. Gurudwara Guru Ka Bagh, about 3 kilometers east of the Takht Hari Mandir Sahib, is where Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji first alighted in a garden belonging to the Nawabs Rahim Bakhsh and Karim Bakhsh, nobles of Patna, and where the Sangat of Patna, along with young Sahibzada, came out to receive him. The Imli tree or tamarind tree under which the Sangat met Guru Tegh Bahadur still exists. A steel bangle supposed to belong and be worn by the Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji is preserved here. A sarovar is also situated here. Gurudwara Handi Sahib, situated at Danapur, about 20 kilometers west of Patna Sahib. The Gurudwara is associated with a very meaningful event of an old devotee, Jamuna. The young Guru had halted here on the eve of their final departure to Anandpur Sahib. The old lady invited the Guru's people for a meal of khichdi from her handi or bowl. Sri Patna Sahib, the birthplace of Guru Gobind Singh Ji. Every year, it attracts thousands of people belonging to all religious communities who come in to pay their respect to the 10th Guru. Decorations galore at every nook and corner of the place marks the great occasion with pandals, flowers, lighting arrangements. The whole area wears a look of shining splendor. Trains carry devotees from far and wide, attending the birthday celebrations. The railway station is also given a special facelift. Even express trains without regular stops here have to come to a halt so that the passengers and the pilgrims can alight. Buses from far and near unload the passengers with their luggages. A long wait till they get their rooms on the cards. But the fatigue and the hardships of travel do not really dull their senses. They wait with zeal and devotion for the great moment when they will join in the worship of their beloved Guru. Dawn has just broken. Men, women and children come out with Prabhat Pheri, chanting hymns to the accompaniment of dholak, harmonium and cymbals. Mock fighting is also a part of the program. It is a prelude to the birthday celebrations which are just about to begin. Outside the main Gurudwara, a dais is set up. Here, Kirtan sessions are held in the evening, which continues right till dawn. A special program is Kabi Darbar, where poets from far and wide, different places belonging to different religions come together and recite verses in praise of the Guru. And enthralled listeners also participate in the program. The birthday procession begins in the afternoon. The whole place almost turns into a colourful fair. Food items, entertainment items, novelties are all sold, and a huge conglomeration of various communities pave the way for special communion. The procession starts from Gaighat Gurdwara and culminates in Patna city. The devotees then clean the road with brooms and water, and it is sprinkled for washing. The road is strewn with flower petals, and it wears a colourful glow, a grand gesture of holiness and purity. The procession arrives at the birthplace in the evening. The final hour of the birth of the Divine Master has come. To hail the great moment, flower petals are showered all over. The mosaic of flowering vision is indeed a sight for the gods to see and embrace.
Love